It looks like an ordinary mushroom, but one bite can lead to severe liver damage. And the scariest part is that you might feel completely fine at first. So what makes this mushroom so dangerous? I'm Professor Everything, and today we'll be answering the question, why is the death cap mushroom considered poisonous? Right here on Explaining Everything. The death cap mushroom, scientifically known as Amanita phalloides, is considered one of the world's most poisonous mushrooms. And it doesn't exactly look terrifying. No glowing eyes, no evil laugh, not even a tiny sign saying, "Please don't eat me." It can simply look like a mushroom. The real danger lies within its tissues, where it contains a group of toxins called amatoxins. One of the most important is alpha-amanitin, which interferes with one of the body's most fundamental processes, making proteins. Your cells constantly need proteins to build structures and carry out essential chemical reactions. Alpha-amanitin blocks RNA polymerase II, an enzyme needed to produce messenger RNA, the molecular instructions cells use to make proteins. When that process is disrupted, cells begin to malfunction and eventually die. The liver is especially vulnerable because it receives blood directly from the digestive tract and plays a major role in processing substances absorbed after eating. The result can be severe liver injury and, in serious cases, fulminant liver failure. So the death cap isn't dangerous because it attacks your body dramatically. It's dangerous because its chemistry quietly interferes with your cells. Basically, this mushroom doesn't bring a sword to the fight. It brings paperwork, and somehow the paperwork is lethal. Here's what makes death cap poisoning especially deceptive. The symptoms may not appear for several hours after eating the mushroom. Often, the first phase begins around 6 to 24 hours after ingestion, with symptoms such as severe abdominal pain, vomiting, and diarrhea. At first, someone might think they ate something bad, but the toxins have already been absorbed and are damaging the body, particularly the liver. Then comes the truly sneaky part. After the initial gastrointestinal illness, symptoms can temporarily improve. The person may think, "Great, I'm better." Unfortunately, the liver may still be deteriorating. Over the next few days, liver injury can become severe, leading to jaundice, problems with blood clotting, kidney injury, and potentially liver failure. In some cases, a liver transplant may be necessary. This delayed pattern makes the poisoning particularly dangerous because people may not connect their illness with a mushroom they ate many hours earlier. It's basically the biological equivalent of receiving an email saying, "Everything is fine." And then, 3 days later, your organs send a strongly worded complaint. Now you might be thinking, fine, but surely cooking destroys the poison? Unfortunately, no. The amatoxins responsible for death cap poisoning are heat stable, meaning normal cooking does not reliably destroy them. Boiling, frying, grilling, or drying the mushroom does not make it safe. The toxins can remain dangerous even after food preparation. And the mushroom itself isn't always easy for inexperienced foragers to identify. Its cap can vary in appearance, with colors ranging from greenish and yellowish shades to brownish tones. It may also resemble edible mushrooms that people are familiar with from other regions. That's where the real danger begins. Someone sees a mushroom that looks familiar, prepares it, and assumes that cooking will take care of anything questionable. Unfortunately, the death cap did not enroll in cooking school, so the safest rule is simple. Never eat a wild mushroom unless its identity and safety have been reliably confirmed by an appropriate expert. Because when it comes to the death cap, guessing isn't adventurous. It's gambling with a mushroom that has already rigged the game. The death cap's greatest danger isn't that it looks like a monster. It's that it can look completely ordinary. The most common route to poisoning is accidental ingestion after someone mistakes a poisonous mushroom for an edible one. This can be especially dangerous when people have experience identifying edible mushrooms in another country, but encounter similar-looking species somewhere else. Recent CDC reporting shows that this remains a serious problem. Between November 2025 and March 2026, Northern California recorded 39 suspected cases of amatoxin mushroom poisoning, resulting in 3 liver transplants and 4 deaths. The outbreak highlighted how difficult toxic and edible mushrooms can be to distinguish visually, especially for inexperienced foragers. And because symptoms can be delayed, people may not immediately realize that the mushroom they ate was responsible. That's why the death cap has earned such a terrifying reputation. It doesn't need to chase anyone. It doesn't need to bite. It simply waits for someone to make one very unfortunate identification mistake. Basically, the mushroom is sitting there quietly while humanity does all the hard work. So why is the death cap mushroom considered poisonous? Because its amatoxins can disrupt vital cellular processes and cause severe liver damage, while delayed symptoms make the poisoning especially deceptive. It may look harmless, but its chemistry is anything but. The death cap proves that sometimes the most dangerous things in nature don't need fangs or claws. Sometimes they just need a stem and a cap. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.